everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome to my... I am streaming, right? Hold on. Okay, yeah, I am. For some reason my... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm streaming. For a minute I thought... I couldn't see, like, my stream being live, like, on the actual page. And it still showed the, like, thumbnail. Like, this stream will be starting soon thumbnail. And then, after refreshing, it showed me being live, but then it showed the thumbnail again. But then I literally just forgot that I just switched to the thumbnail. So, yeah, that was a little bit of a trip up on my end. Sorry about that. But yeah, welcome guys, welcome. We are getting ready for another session of guest star mode for Kirby Star Allies. Going to be hopefully getting done 2 more characters done for this series. Going to be doing 1 normal ability and then also a Dream Friend. You guys will be picking the Dream Friend, of course. So I'll have that poll here in just a few minutes here, but that's pretty much what we're doing. As far as the futures of these streams, one thing I can announce officially is that not this week, next week, but the following week on the 20th, which is also a Thursday, I will not be doing this series. I'll be doing a special stream on that day. It'll actually be on both YouTube and Twitch because it'll be the 20th. Yeah, not the 20th. It is the 20th, but it'll be the 2nd year anniversary of me doing the Game Boy Advance Completion Experience Challenge. So I'm going to spend that day doing GBA stuff instead. Whether it's going to be a particular playthrough of one game, whether it'll be like a whole bunch of games, because again, it's that, you know, special milestone. I haven't decided yet. It kind of depends on what the next game draw is going to be, honestly, which we will be getting to soon. But that is what I plan to do on that Thursday. But even beyond that, I don't see too many more sessions of this series before I decide to take a little bit of a break. Just because, you know, there's a lot of characters we have to do this with. Guest star mode can be pretty draining despite how cool of a concept it is. And I just don't want to make sure I don't get too burnt out. So I'll probably do a little bit of a break from this after, I'd say maybe like a few more streams. I'm not sure how many yet. It'll depend on just... Because, I mean, after I have that 1 week break when I do the GBA's anniversary stream, I mean, I'm sure that might give me like a little bit of a boost to potentially, you know, get a few more out before I decide to take an even longer break. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, just to not waste any time, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hello to everybody in chat. We got SilverStar65, Casanova64. Wow, 2 back-to-back numbers there. We got Ian Sweeney. And then we also have good old Odinspec. Hope you guys are all doing well. And then also Cirque Redrum as well. As far as I'm concerned, I'm doing okay. Been really trying to get stuff started for the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance replay that I'm getting started on my channel very soon. And then also... in my spare time, I've been playing Yakuza 0. I've been really enjoying that. And honestly wish I could play more of it right now. But nope. Instead, we're playing Kirby Star Allies. So that's what we're going to do. Also, I believe this is going to be different for you guys when we switch over to this. But we are actually done with this now. I did finally beat the Ultimate Choice, Soul Melter EX, and then I also did the rest of what I needed to do to get 100%, so we are officially done with this game, aside from these streams, obviously, but, you know, that'll come in time. That'll come in time, so we'll keep working on this in the meantime. But let's go ahead and jump right in. I think as far as Dream Friends are concerned, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, technically 7, but 6 currently that we have left of the main roster. We're only going to have 3 people for the thing this time. So let me go RNG, just so we know who we are going to be using this time. I'm going to go ahead and generate. We got 4, which is Dark Meta Knight. Then we got 2, which is Animal Friends. And then we got 3, which is Gooey. Okay, so we have Animal Friends, Gooey, and Dark Meta Knight. Let me go back to my stream here. Engage with the audience. Start the poll. Woke up to fun Evercade news and dropping 50 but wow. Sounds like a very Odin thing to do. What will we be using today? Animal Friends. Gooey. Which means the poll for next time is going to be the other 3. So Bandana D, DeRoach, and Taranza. I find it kind of weird that we haven't used Taranza yet. But I mean, there have been a few times he just hasn't been a selection. So that's just the way it is. Okay, the poll has been started. If you refresh the chat, it should be at the very bottom. At least it is for me. That poll will officially end at the very end of this first guest star mode. So once I get the final hit on what's his face, Dark Morpheus or whatever, that will be when the poll ends. So just get your votes in before then, and we'll see who we're playing as. For today, we're either going to use Whip or Water. Because these were the 2 abilities that were introduced in Return to Dreamland that are in this game. I don't think any other abilities were introduced afterwards that we haven't already played as, which means these 2 are up. I think I'm going to go for Water just because, you know, this is more of like a melee weapon type of thing, and there is a possibility we could get that. So we'll go with the Water today. So we're going to be playing as Dribbly, and then we'll do Whip next time. So we'll do the little next time. Okay, and yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that sounds like a good reason to grab them. I don't blame you, Odin. Okay, let's see. I'm Dribbly. I love Queen Water. Dribbly can't stand the destruction of the environment and wishes for only the purest of waters for the world. With that, Dribbly sets off on a journey. Which I didn't even look at his moves. Okay, so Wave Attack, Dash, the Geyser, Fountain Hover, Wave Surf, Rainbow Rain, Water Crown. Also love Enhanced Water Gun. I guess when you're underwater, you just shoot farther. Then you can add water to combos and stuff, which is neat. Okay. So pretty self-explanatory. Right, okay, yeah, that is a thing you can do with water. Just trying to find all the different... Oh yeah, there's not really a jump attack with water, which... I do like a good jump attack in this game. This kind of gives you a little more to work with. I do think the dash move is pretty decent, though. That's something. This is your favorite Return to Dreamland power? Yeah, I think it is. I think it technically is, I think, the most usable from that game that was introduced. Was Leaf also a Return to Dreamland ability, or was that Triple Deluxe? Okay, it was Return to Dreamland. Because I kind of remember, like I was pretty sure that it was Return to Dreamland. I just always kind of remember, like, or at least thinking that, like, Leaf was better in Triple Deluxe. Maybe I'm, like, tripping. Like, maybe it was literally just the same thing, but I don't know. I just remember it being, like, a lot better in Triple Deluxe for some reason. Maybe I just slept on it for so long, and then, like, I actually saw the potential more in Triple Deluxe, or I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Are you alternating between regular ally and Dream Friend? Yes, that is the idea. Because, honestly, there's a lot of these, regular allies. So because there are a lot of them, like, you know, I want to constantly be, like, I want as much variety as possible. Because, again, no matter what, we're going to have a long stretch where we do, like, nothing but the regular abilities, because there won't be any more Dream Friends left. That's why, like, I was kind of hoping I would be able to do 3 of these per stream instead of 2, but these just take too long to do that, to make that feel feasible, and I'd feel like I'd just be streaming for a really long time if I did that. But, like, it would have been nice if I could have actually, like, you know, been able to do 3, because I think there'd be a little more variety. I mean, even if it wouldn't be, like, back-to-back necessarily, at least, like, as far as, like, the streams are concerned, it would still be alternating. Dark Meta Knight is one of the most interesting ones. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, look, I feel like the Animal Friends might be a little more interesting for people. Like, I can't see who's, like, I'm trying not to look at see who's winning right now, but I have a feeling it's either, I think it's going to be the Animal Friends just because we did Meta Knight last time. At least that's what I feel like anyway. Favorite Kirby game would be Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yeah, I love Epic Yarn. Not my favorite Kirby game, but, like, I think it was very unique for what it was, and I had a good time with it. I loved the good feels of it, which that's kind of the fun, and then also, like, I legitimately did just enjoy the good feels of that game. I have actually considered looking and seeing if there's, like, retro achievements for Epic Yarn, since I think Wii is actually a thing on retro achievements now, because why not, I guess, but I'm getting pretty close to dying, so I'm trying not to die. Oh, there we go. You know what? You can't go into Kirby's Epic Yarn thinking it's a Kirby game. I think that's the main thing, and I know that, you know, that seems like a silly thing to say because literally they put Kirby into the game, but like, I don't know, it's just very chill for me. Okay, can you slice? Oh god. I know there was nothing there, but come on. Well, I was gonna say, like, as far as Epic Yarn Retro achievements are concerned, my only fear of that is, obviously, getting controllers working for that. Because I know it has, like, motion-based stuff in it, and I know that you can easily put motion on, like, a different, like, control binding to make it work, but still, doesn't change that it's awkward. I remember doing Epic Yarn with someone on Dolphin a couple of years back, and it did kind of, I mean, it worked, but there were some minor annoyances with that. Particularly with the frickin' damn train levels, which suck, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't think we need the... Mind you, I'd not played a Kirby game since 64. That's more than fair. That's fair. I guess for me, like, the game was very transparent that it was, like, you know, not going to be, like, your traditional Kirby game, so, like, I just did not really even think about that when the game came out, but... That's just the way that I work. And I've also, like, played, like, so many Kirby games over the years. Not to mention starting with literally the game where he's introduced where, you know, doesn't have the copy ability. So, like, I'm used to that not being a... Like, I've seen a case where that's not the gimmick of his gameplay. Oh, Slavko bought Uniracers? Hell yeah. I did not see that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Uniracers, super underrated game. Best Super NES racing game that I've beaten. Because honestly, like, I do think Rock and Roll Racing does look pretty cool and pretty tight, so I will give that game some credit and some dues at some point. Just, I've not done it yet. God, have we really not even fought Wispy yet? Like, why is this taking so long? Like, we're not even, like... I mean, we're probably more than halfway through the stage now, but, like... This feels like a very long stage 1. God, I almost feel like the water spout does more than the freaking rainbow. Shoutouts to Wario Paint, yeah. Slavko also bought the Jungle Book for SNES. I have actually played that game, Jungle Book, on SNES, and I don't remember liking it that much. I remember just... I mean, a lot of those Disney-related games back then were pretty hardcore. Like, they were either like, just really amazing and awesome, particularly the ones done by Capcom, or they were done like, oh my god, this is like one of the hardest games in existence. I at least remember struggling with it, but like, it's been forever since I played it, so I don't really know. Oh, okay, you also got, they also got Cruising USA and 1080 Snowboard. That is a pretty good haul, honestly. Cruising USA is definitely a game I've played. It's fine. It's pretty much what you see is what you get, though. I love how I just got rid of Tarantula, like, right there. You got the Mickey and Minnie SNES game? Which one? Like the Magical from the Magical Quest series, or is there another Mickey and Minnie game that I'm unaware of? Okay, you are talking about Magical Quest. Yeah. I've always vibed with those Magical Quest games. They've always been like very, very simple but effective in what they have to do. Circus Mystery, yeah, that's it. For some reason, I thought Donald was the second character in that game, but I guess it is Minnie. Donald's the second player in the third one. I know that for a fact, because I literally did that one for... Super 16. The Great Circus Mystery is like the Mega Man X2. How? That's a very random comparison there. I guess it's not inaccurate, but... Okay, Minnie is in the first two games. Okay. I don't know why I thought Donald was in one of them. I know, again, I know he's in the third one, but thought he was in one of the other two as well. Did I ever check out the Goemon SNES games? Yes. I did play, actually, me and Mega did a playthrough of the first one on SNES on Crystal Star Studio back in the day. Through NetPlay and all of its NetPlay goodness, as you know. It was pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie, we used save states a lot because just had to redo so many sections because of just how hard that game was. I feel like I do want to try that again on my own time. See what single player would be like, and maybe there's like a way that makes single player easier or not, but I remember just kind of like struggling to get through co-op. There was a whole bunch. Yeah, I think I have heard that too, actually. It is definitely a series I would like to dive more into. It's just always harder when it is like a case like that, where, again, the games are, you know, obviously they're, a lot of them are just like Japan only, and even if they aren't, they're like very rare, or you know, it's not super easy to get them. And then like to top it all off, some of those games are just really hard too. So when you do get them, it's just like you almost have to hope that you have a good enough experience with them to even like have them mean something. So. Kind of wanted Kawasaki to do some cooking right there, but he was like, I don't want to do it. I'm bored. Okay, there we go. Thank you. See, was it really that hard? I mean, it's not even really the fact that, like, I need them translated or anything. I mean... I guess, like, the game I played on SNES, like, you did have to have, like, some kind of reading comprehension to know what was going on and where to go and stuff. So, I mean, that's obviously important, but, like, I don't know if, like, that is necessary for all the games. I'd imagine it requires some of it. But even just, like, even if they were translated and I can just, like, download, like, a translation patch or ROM or something, it's just, like, it's still just, like, a lot of, like, making sure that, like, you know, you even have, like, all of them. Like, oh, is there still one I'm missing or whatever? And just... Are any of these I should be playing in a certain order? Just a lot of stuff to break down. When I did that with Fire Emblem, it wasn't too bad because, like, Fire Emblem had a pretty easy progression system there. That's true, but yeah, like, to be fair, I think every Goemon game I've played has required reading. Because in the 64 game that I love tremendously, like, I mean, you need to know, like, where to go in certain locations, and it gives you, like, some kind of instruction and direction and stuff. Oh yeah, there was a Fortune's Weave Direct, wasn't there? I actually did see that, like, today. I was like, oh, I guess there was just a Direct for that 2 days ago. And again, like, I streamed that day, so I'm surprised nobody, like, asked me if, like, I saw it then. I honestly didn't remember seeing anything. Good. I'm glad that it looks great. I remember like some of us were like still kind of on the fence of Engage for a good while. And like even though I wouldn't say like, I mean obviously of the Switch era, like Three Houses was always gonna be the GOAT, like easily, but like I didn't mind Engage. I thought Engage was fine. But I do think that, like, in terms of what it offered, Three Houses just had more going for it. Maybe I'll finish this one. It was a Fire Emblem Direct. It was just for one game, Ringra. What? Oh, that dumb propeller enemy. I think I've said this before, but if there's any like games that came out recently on like Nintendo that I'd be at least somewhat interested in, I am a little interested in, like, Splatoon Raiders. Not enough to, like, I don't really want to... I'm not asking to be convinced right now just because I have so many other things on my plate, but, like... Just because I have been playing, like, a lot of, like, roguelike games where it's just, like, you start from a point and you kind of build yourself up into something. I've just been kind of vibing with, like, those kinds of games a bit more recently, like, the other stuff I've been playing, so... It does seem, like, intriguing in that regard because of that. Yeah, I do remember you were in that camp, Odin, where you played Engage more than 3 Houses, because... I remember you tried to start 3 Houses, and then it just never really took off. Yeah, Silver, I think you immediately got the hint that, like... I know that you tried to sell me on the game, but, like, again, like, I just do not want to deal with that right now, so... Out of respect for the love I know you have for that series, I'm just gonna ask to, you know, wait till I say something before attempting that. But it's all good, man. I understand how persistent I've been for years. Yeah. I mean, it's never really, like, necessarily been like that. I mean, I think there's only, like, one time where... I mean, I'm trying to find the best way to word this. I wouldn't say you've necessarily been persistent about it. And if you have it, there was really only like one case where it's just like, you wanted to show me something about it, and it's like, well, I have literally no attachment to this series, and like, I have no idea what this even means. So, I just, you know, I wouldn't have anything to really add to that, or anything like that. And that's really the only, like, persistent thing. I've made it pretty clear that it's just like, you know, I think Splatoon is a cool series, it's just not really my cup of tea, because it's not my general game genre. It's not like you've been like... It's like, oh, look, I just turned on this TV, and oh, look, I dropped a controller in your hand. You need to play Splatoon now. It hasn't felt like that. Believe it or not, I feel like there have been cases where there have been people who have kind of like tried that with me. As extra as that seems like. know, like, I know I eventually, at one point, I got Splatoon 1, and I played, like, a few rounds with Mega and Pond, and it was fine. Like, I didn't hate playing it or anything, but, you know, it was just very, like, okay, person who doesn't play this kind of game comes over to try it out. Like, it just felt very that, and, like, I don't know, I didn't feel like I really got, like, the full grasp of it, I guess. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I gotcha. The gameplay loop. I can understand that. Oh, I know. I think you can just jump down from there. Wow, getting all these puzzle pieces that mean so little. Like what? Could it at least give me, like, something else instead of the puzzle pieces? Like, I mean, I couldn't tell you what, because I have no ideas, literally, but, like, it's just so weird that, like, we're still getting, like, so many of those, and they're just going into, like, this giant puzzle board that just means nothing now because they're already completed. And even if it just, like, added more stars to your count to see if, like, you can maybe grind, like, even more extra lives you don't need, but, like, I don't know. Do you fight DD, Meta Knight? Yeah, you do. They don't look any different or anything either. It's literally just them. So there's no real changes in that regard. I literally almost died right there. Almost Bowser Jr. side special. Yeah, a little bit, didn't they? I always forget how this one goes. That's why I kind of like held things up. Isn't Tornado like severely broken in Return to Dreamland because of the shaking addition? It's like, oh hey, you just go around the screen and oh, you can just shake to make those attacks even stronger. Yeah, I think that's what I ultimately used when I did my playthrough, where it was just like, oh wow, this is free, and I just used that in True Arena for... Yeah, it wasn't Squeak Squad, wasn't it? Fun to charge attack, shake bugs of Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah. I do like what they did with fire in Forgotten Land, though. I mean, it doesn't really change itself up too much, but it gave itself, like, you know, giving it, like, kind of the burning, like, status effect, or whatever you want to call it. I think that did actually change, like, quite a bit, because, you know, it kind of got you to use it in a slightly different way. Where it was about trying to get the burn set up on enemies. They kind of just centered the whole ability, as plain as it is, just around that dynamic. I guess they tried to do that with Ice as well in that game, but I think my problem with Ice in that game is just I don't like the playstyle that it was like centered around in as much, so it made it harder to enjoy, but that's, I mean, it is different, I guess. Not different, but like it's, I think it was like more centered around like freezing things and using them as projectiles, which, I mean, I guess Ice has always had that. It's just, again, it kind of made it the core aspect of it. I've never played Sonic Shuffle. I would not know. Kawasaki died. Oh my god, water is just so hard to kill things with in this. Really kind of throwing me off here. Actually, no, I think I can do this without. I just don't feel like the Rainbow was doing much, like, earlier. I mean, it wasn't against Wispy anyway, but... I'll try it again with frickin' Zam here in a minute. So I feel like, yeah, Rainbow would be the play normally. Usually the down-up abilities are. That is true, they are kind of a buff for that. I guess that did a decent amount. One, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. So few numbers expressed in one time. Hey, the Snore Forest, as I like to call it. I do kind of feel like, this ability feels like it's lacking on range a little bit compared to other games that have water. Like, the dash move, I feel like, doesn't go as far as I feel like I've seen it go in other games. And then, like, even, like, this attack, I feel like it goes higher. It's like, I mean, at that point, it's, like, just a little higher than the Rainbow. I guess it is up here normally. I think I was thinking about it from the other room. I know in Kirby Fighters, this ability is actually, like, really, really good. It loses zip in this though. Yeah, see, I couldn't help but feel like those doing more damage with the water spell. I guess it could also be an aspect where it's like, because of his hitbox, like I'm doing more hits to Wispy. While this is just like one burst, so maybe it's just not. Okay, well, yeah, and I guess the other people are attacking too. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess. Do you plan to do all the regular? I would like to, but obviously that's going to make this take a long time for obvious reasons. Man, did you see how many freaking cherries he cooked? Like, that was a really long Kawasaki attack. Yeah, Dribbly is really cute. He's a merman. I don't know. I don't know his gender, honestly. Okay, let's see if I remember to not re-enter the door again after this. I did it, but I at least like went back through the door again. You see a door in front of you, you want to go inside of it. That's just the way it is. If we're underwater, how could there be a foot? Classic joke. Classic joke, and not just of SpongeBob either, honestly. Okay, do we have the really long boss endurance thing again? Probably. Always do, it seems like. For at least the normal ones, anyway. You were thinking about the episode where Billy hatches the giant friendly spider the other day? Oh, you were thinking about the episode where Billy hatched the giant egg? Yeah, that was a good episode. I've never actually played it, honestly. I honestly should, because it is on Dolphin. Or I have Dolphin, so I can very easily download it and try it. Slav, what's up, man? Saw that you got, or I heard rather, I haven't seen it yet. Saw that you got that Uniracers hype. Oh my god, that's annoying. I really wish I had a better air attack. I mean, at this point, I don't think it should be really any surprise that emulators pretty much exist for even like modern systems that are already out, basically, or systems that are currently in circulation. Because these days, like, game code is just available so easily. So as long as they just make something that can easily run and execute the code, it's just like, well, there's your emulator right there. That looked like that was seriously going to squish me. Not mine, Ninja. Man, water kills Krakow. do that level? Oh, man. Yeah, Dribbly is not the fastest partner, that's for sure. Okay, well, we are in the last level, even though we still have 20 minutes or so to go, probably. Get your votes in for Dribbly if you haven't yet. Or the next mode I'm doing after I finish with Dribbly, anyway. It would be nice if we actually got, like, healed or something from the big switch. Instead of it just being nothing. Oh my god, an enemy spawned on me.
The poll is currently a blowout. Well, I wouldn't know, and I don't really want to know, but I guess since you didn't give the answer, I guess I still technically don't know. But that makes me believe that probably will be the animal friends then. Che, that could be fun. That could be a fun one to do just because of the nature of that particular ability, or that dream friend. I'm looking forward to this playing through kind of this particular run being over. I'm just not digging water so much in this one. Die. I mean, I like water as an ability. It was just kind of nerfed in this game. It just doesn't feel as potent as it is in other games. Like, that was just the first checkpoint, and I still have the frickin' friend train stages to do before the final stage. Trying to be a gamer anyway. Really trying to be. Actually, I don't think it matters too much, because I think no matter what, we can get an upgrade for all the things here because of the HAL room here. Or maybe not. Oh, okay, now we go. Okay. Final part. Okay, we're playing as the Animal Friends. Next, anyway. How long was that, though? 122. Ugh. Yeah, it was a long one. Okay, guys, I thought Meta Knight's kind of by himself right there. I mean, I guess so is Jam Jobber or whatever his name is, but there's a lot of empty spaces there. I feel like there's not as many characters at the bottom as there should be. Maybe I didn't show Tyrantox there because... Tyranza because I'd used them already, but... Yeah, whatever. Like I said, Animal Friends are next. Just gonna give me a few minutes to just go to the restroom really quick, and we'll get this started.
Okay, I'm back. There's more abilities than Dream for. I mean, yeah. Kind of feel like there would naturally be that. That would be the case. Friends by air, sea, and land. This triple deluxe pack of pals from Kirby's Dream Land 2 is here to help. You'll hear them coming, pitter-patter, splish-splash, and flutter-flap. Oh. Fish flop. Okay, you can stomp on enemies as Rick. Okay. So, unlike the Maid Sisters, where you can actually switch between them with the, like, for these guys, you can kind of, like, basically all the air attacks are Coos, all the ground-based stuff is Rick, and then obviously whenever you're in the water, you're Time. Yeah, that's basically how these guys work. I think it's kind of a cool mashup of abilities, honestly. Okay. Oh, I need to get Cutter for this. Excuse me. There we go.
trying to add water, but... being very difficult with how I go about doing that, I guess. Okay, I need someone else. Just add water. Oh, well. I guess I should have expected that possibility. I'll probably switch them out with, like, other characters later, but... yeah, we have the Mage Sisters now. It's interesting. The Mage Sisters are generally broken, though. I mean, it's not obvious. friend wants you to draw Hamtaro. Do you want to draw Hamtaro? Have you drawn Hamtaro before? Like, I know Slab has, but that's a question. I feel like I've seen something from you before, but could be a mistake. Opportunity to call Stone Rick the roll, or Stone Rick the Rick roll in this one. I made that joke all the way back during my very first Kirby's Dream Land 3 project, so didn't need to do that again. It's been done, as George Harrison once said. Yo, Kyan, let's go. Finally, the superior underwater control. I don't need puzzle pieces. You have not? Okay. I can see it fitting for your style, but I mean, again, the more important thing is if like that's something you want to do. You know what? Sorry, Mage Sisters. I mean, you still have to do it. Like, you still have to do it if you want to do it. Like, I mean, it's really no different from, like, me, like, Let's Playing a certain game. Like, I'm not gonna, like, Let's Play something just because someone wants me to do it, even if it was a friend, if I'm not feeling it, you know? So, you gotta still kind of look at it like that. I actually learned that pretty quickly from my ex when it comes to artists, that, like, if it's something that they're just, like, personally not, like, feeling, then, like, you know, trying to, like, force something on them. Not that I was, like, trying to force it or anything, but, like, putting any of that pressure on someone to do something, even if it's just, like, a simple request, doesn't always work with some people. Apparently I got disconnected just now. Said it reconnected. quickly back though, but sorry if there was like a little skip in the action. You know, I don't think I actually like adjusted my mic delay for this at all either. But I think it's been fine. I haven't really had any like super relevant reactions in this playthrough anyway. I mean, yeah, if it's a commissions are a whole different story. Even with commissions, like, I feel like you're always free to, like, not take a commission if you don't necessarily want to. Dribbly. We used you earlier. How exactly is it Huff and Puff's fault, by the way? I'm now kind of suddenly invested in this logic that you're using. You have some light rain going on right now. Sure, why not? I actually didn't mean to copy him right there. We're just being silly and I got him. Yes, that is correct. Sitting Ducks tomorrow. That is the next GBA game we're playing for the GBA's challenge. I have no idea what the hell to expect with that. Never seen the show that it's based off of. Not sure what kind of genre it is. It just completely a giant mystery for what we're going to be in store with tomorrow. Cute. Oh. Damn it. It was on Cartoon Network for a short time, 2003. I remember the ads and it played beforehand, Taro. Interesting. Hey, what am I doing? I have a stone already. Come on. Oh, wait. I'm also a stone. Rick also just has a stone usage. Sorry about that phone, by the way. I'm sure you guys probably heard that. Who was broken? I mean, he was broken in Dreamland 2 as well, to be fair. Literally, like, almost every one of his abilities were good in Dreamland 2. Meta Knight just flying around there trying to figure out what the hell to do. Man, I don't... I'll be honest, I don't even remember fighting the ice and fire sisters. I probably did, but like, I don't even remember fighting them. I was looking at the clock, I was like, wow, we haven't got to the Mage Sisters yet. And it's like, oh wait, no, we're on the third one already. I must have just cleared, again, must have just cleared those bosses really quickly and without even thinking about it. Well, hey, the faster we get through this level, the better, I guess. Song Zelda Wind tried, I guess. Tried something, that's for sure. Try to save the Princess Anna. I remember that song. Pretty good song. God, he didn't even get a chance to get the attack in. Why I'm not doing the... I remember when I was getting, like, janked by something. I couldn't do the frickin' parasol thing. So that really threw me off there, I suppose. Do 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 do. Yo, I actually re-enter the room that time. Yeah. They just gave him like his most like broken power in Kirby's Dream Land 2. And all of his abilities are pretty broken in that game as it is. What? That it's the most broken power? The fact that it's like a programming error? Like... I think more is just like an oversight that like, oh, this power-up's actually really, really freaking good and they just didn't realize it. And why have the parasol sticking out of his head? Funny to think that game has other songs besides this theme. Hey, I mean, I like Kind's theme too. But no, Ku's theme is really, really freaking good, honestly. But Dreamland 2 has freaking Dark Castle. That's a really good theme. And don't get me started, the remix when it came back in Robobot. Wait, was I actually doing damage by just bouncing? Wow. Cloudy Parks is also pretty good, yeah. I can agree with that. Well, that's more of a fault of the game just... Basically, like, if you have an animal friend, you're gonna hear that thing. You should have, like, found another way to, like, mix that up. Maybe, like, for, like, the one level you get the buddy in, it, like, puts the theme in, but then, like, for the... Like, after that level, it goes back to normal. Okay, after I finish this level, or the boss, I need to send a quick message on somewhere, but then finish up the last stage. The Mario strat. Yeah, you should have jumped on him. Oh, Krakow got like cracked wide open right there. Okay, got the message sent. Last level for today. I guess they consider Rick Stone right there, even though I wasn't the Stone ability. we go. Just draw them both together. 2 for the price of 1. That'll just solve both problems. I never would have guessed he would have been hard to draw, but again, I'm not an artist, so I don't really know how that would feel. I mean, I suppose just like if there's a certain aspect of a character that just has features or something that you just have a hard time getting past, I suppose it makes sense. Yo, that muscle statue though. Hey, I survived. Wow, look at my YouTube playback right now. I'm in that ice room right now on my playback, but I'm like 2 sections ahead of that right now, otherwise. I wish I didn't go to college because... I mean, it's hard to say. There's some parts of college that I do, like... Like, I'm proud that I made it through, and I was able to test myself and succeed with that and everything. And I also really enjoyed the fact that I actually got some independence for myself. I actually got to live by myself for a while and take care of myself and stuff. Like, not have to depend on others. It was all my thing too. Those two things I did really, you know, like about the college experience. But the fact I am still paying off those loans after like, God, like 14 years is just ugh. Kawasaki back, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that happened like a few nights, but I don't know. Honestly, I had more fun playing Smash Ultimate, or not Ultimate, Brawl online during that time. With friends I actually, you know, made and did stuff with more regularly. There was one social studies class I had where, like, ultimately the final project of the class that was, like, apparently a very huge chunk of the grade was doing, like, an extensive family, like, backstory, like, digging deep through, like, family trees and stuff, and then, you know, finding out information about your family and everything. I phoned in that project so freaking hard, yet still got a freaking A on it. And I have no idea, like, how, honestly, but... And yeah, it was kind of the same damn thing that Sir mentioned. Like, I only went to, like, 30% of the classes, but still managed to snake away with a grade that I'd be at least, you know, proud of. Don't feel like I earned it, but, you know... No, that's the thing. Like, Ancestry was a thing then. The Ancestry.com website or whatever it's called, that was what they wanted us to use. And, like, I even feel like I didn't really use it that much. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old. That was still a thing even then. Oh no, I think I messed this up. No, Ringer, I don't think I ever had an assignment like that. Okay, so yeah, basically there's the letters, or the words. If you get through, like, all the rooms, I'm assuming you get this, and you get the ability to get all the power-ups and stuff. I just didn't think they'd make it that complex. But that's my fault. I'm also kind of just a little resigned and want this to just be over with, so... Wait, Did we not fight Highness? Oh, okay, yeah, there was a Highness fight. I guess we got Highness. Yeah, Highness didn't do the phase where they basically turn into a wheel. I
Like, I killed them so fast, they didn't even get to, like, really utilize that. That's funny. Yeah, talk about wrecked. Okay, well. I feel like that's the fastest I've done guest star. I've done sub-hour before, but... Hey, there's Dribbly in the... over there by Jam Jabber, or whatever his name is. Let's see the picture. Aww. I love how Marks is just there, just chilling. Okay, well, there we go. Another one done. Still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Still have 23 of these left. Oh my god, that's a lot. Next time we'll do Whip, and then it'll be between Bandana D, DeRoche, and Taranza for the other one. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna check my other file really quick. Oh god, I've done way more on my Let's Play file than I've done in my original. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't play as more of, like, these characters, because I didn't even play as Adeline and Ribbon. I find that really weird and odd, but I never did. I feel like I'd seen Ribbons, though, before. Did I maybe do it in this file? Oh no, because it's acting like I've played this for the first time. I don't even have this unlocked. I don't know. Maybe I watched someone else do it or something. That's probably what it was. Well, hey, we're further ahead in this file than we are in my main file now. I'm just curious again. Are there any ones I didn't do? Okay, I've done GUIs, technically, I guess, before, but I could not tell you or remember what it was. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. Tomorrow I will be back with another session of GBAs. We'll be playing Sitting Ducks. A licensed game based off of an arcade, an animated show, not an arcade game. The reason I said arcade game is I've been writing scripts for some of the arcade-based games for GBAs, so those words are just like forever tattooed in my memory right now at the moment. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, both YouTube and Twitch, so come by if you want to check that out. As far as this weekend, on Saturday I'll be playing a game called Void Stranger on Twitch. It's kind of a puzzle-based game on PC. It could be on other platforms too, but I'm playing the PC version on Steam. But yeah, I'll be doing that at 1 p.m. on only Twitch, and then I'll have an update on like my schedule for next week later on. But I should be back on Thursday next week for more of this, so stay tuned if you want to see that as well. And we should also be wrapping up this project this weekend too, I think, because I just have one more. Yeah, I think I only have 2 more videos left, so I'll probably just wrap both of those up on Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.